Would you look who it is?
Johnny Key, welcome back to the vlog. How are you doing?
I'm great.
We just got to the hotel. I'm here with
Johnny Key.
I feel great. A little scared about what's gonna happen at night, but I feel good.
He needs me.
Let's go, Luke! Come on! Luke Talbot. What a race.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Blonde Boys Run with your co-host, Johnny Key, co-host, Luke Talbot. Back at it again. Johnny's finally back from the lake. God bless. Oh my God. 2 weeks of just like no responses, no love, just poverty, freaking just wanting something in my life. And Johnny Key just wasn't there to provide.
I know. I apologize for that, but we are here and we are indeed back.
Yep.
Kind of. I mean, I'm here for 2 weeks and then I go back to school. So.
Yeah. Which did you ended up going to that doctor's appointment you had when you got back from the lake?
Yeah. So I went yesterday.
Talk to me.
Got cupped for the first time. Odd feeling. He was like, your legs are like really hairy. He was like, some of these might not stick, so if they fall off, they fall off. Dude, it felt like really weird. Like it wasn't like a hurt. It was just like, oh, this feels kind of odd. And I mean, it's like up in there. And so he was like, yeah, you gotta like. I hate like describing it because it's just so weird. But I had to. I mean, I got to roll up my shorts so much. He's like, make it like a bikini. I was like, okay. But so I got cupped in like my quad area. And I was like, next time, like, you need me to shave my legs or something? He's like, yeah, I mean, you don't have to if you don't want to. And, speaking of, I always thought about like competitive advantages with like shaving your legs and not. But I don't think it really affects. I think it's all mental. But I just thought it was funny because he was like, oh, you could shave your legs if you think it'll make it quicker. And I was like, well, my hip would just heal it, it'd make it quicker. But he was pointing out, because I was telling him, it does not hurt on my run. It does not hurt on my run. The only time it hurts is afterwards, like the day after, immediately after it. Like that's when it gets super sore. That's when it really hurts. And he said that was really weird because it's a muscle strain. It should hurt during activity. It shouldn't hurt quick eye drop. It shouldn't hurt. It shouldn't hurt after. Like it should hurt during the exercise. So honestly, whenever he says that, it scares me a little bit because then it's like, well, then what are we dealing with? And then he asked me what I do afterwards. And I usually do core. I started doing bands. And just, I mean, that's really, and stretching. I stretch a lot. And he's like, do you overstretch? And I was like, definitely not. Definitely not the guy to be stretching.
Definitely not overstretching.
No, I was like, I don't think that's it. But, in the very beginning, I probably was. Whenever I think about it, I mean, I did everything they told me to do, which, it's not my fault. But he was saying, he's like, for this week only. He's like, and this is not an excuse after this. He's like, for this week only, do not stretch and do not do anything after your run. And I was like, wait, so you don't want me to stretch? And he's like, yeah. He's like, I want to know if that's part of the issue is the stretching. And I was like, oh, frick. I mean, you don't have to tell me. You don't have to tell me twice.
You don't have to tell me twice.
Run and then hop in the shower and just be done. But he was saying if I want to do my core and my bands to do that in the morning or at night whenever I don't do my run. So, I mean, it's been a month since I've seen him, and I went through him from not being able to run like 5 miles to being able to run 8 to 9 comfortably. It's just the soreness after the fact, and I will say today, like, no soreness, just that pain that's up in there. So hopefully progress. Hopefully we'll be back. Got a little elliptical workout whenever you go to bed. So things are looking on the uppity up. Hopefully, gonna be positive. Yeah, but just hoping that I can heal soon. But yeah, it's been going good. I think I see him next week. So nice. Maybe I'll get dry needled. Who knows what's next?
Oh, dry needling.
Dude, well, I didn't really know the exact science behind it, and he explained it really well. And I was like, are you gonna like want to do that to me? He's like, honestly, it's really close to your groin area, so like, probably wouldn't feel the greatest. And I was like, yeah, like it probably wouldn't. So I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do next. I don't know what he's gonna try to figure out. I mean, hopefully it'll be good next week. I mean, that'd be awesome. But if not, hopefully they find something else. I mean, felt good after the cup. Felt good after. I don't even know. They attached like some AED looking things to me, bro, and it was just my leg just starts freaking shaking.
Oh yeah. That is freaking electromagnetic shocks. I know what that is.
Yeah,
God,
whatever
I
it
know
is.
what that is. But yeah.
Uh,
I've
but
done that.
I have faith in them to figure it
Stim.
out.
It's
So
stim. That's
them.
what it's called. Stim.
Oh God, dude. Yeah,
No, but
yeah, no, but hopefully we're on the uppity up. Yeah,
when I got dry needled, my AT, shout out Haley, she was doing my like the side of my leg. I don't even know. I can't get it up high enough, but
like
like
the shin.
like in between like the side of so like not the calf or the shin, but like on the side of that, and there's not a lot of muscle there, like, and it goes into a bone. So she
Yeah.
said like, hey, if like I miss and it starts to feel numb, let me know because that means I'm hitting a bone. And like that, I mean, I got dry needle like, well, because was putting in like 6 needles into my leg or maybe 8,
Um.
and I got dry needle like 3 or 4 times, and there was one where my leg just started going numb, and like it's obvious. I'm like, oh, Haley, and she goes, oh, that's a bone, my bad. And dude, oh my goodness. Like, I mean, it's actually really hard to make sure you get it in the right spot when my leg is so small
Yeah.
to begin with. But like, I mean, she did so good at like dry needling me properly. I never had an issue with it.
Yeah.
But that dry needling, bro, putting a needle into your leg feels so weird. It is very uncomfortable. It does not hurt. It is very uncomfortable. Like it might be one of the most uncomfortable things I've ever felt in my life. And she put
Yeah.
like 6 or 8 of them into my leg, so I had like 12 on both sides.
Yeah.
So
So that sounds like something I definitely don't want to ever experience, to be honest. Dude, I feel
if
like
you
this
don't have
past
to,
year I've like experienced like all the freaking athletic training things because my freshman year I had no fucking idea. I was never in the trainer's room because I was like
yeah,
I don't need that. I was quite literally the opposite of what you were. You practically lived in the trainer's office. I
yeah.
never stepped foot. I stepped foot in there once, and I mean that was it. So
I spent an equal amount of time, if not maybe a little more, in the AT's room than I did at practice, and I was injury free my senior year. At the end of indoor season, I was having some problems because our coach didn't know how to coach us and he was giving me terrible workouts that just screwed me.
I
And
think
I
the
ended
20
up,
by 100s really helped.
yeah, 20 by 100, 24 by 100, 3 sets of 8, 24 by 100. I went back in my text. I was showing one of my friends it, and I was like, oh my God, it was even worse. But yes, that obviously didn't help a 10K, 5K guy. So, but besides that, like
Shocker.
yeah, the entirety of summer going into fall, and ever since I've been out, obviously, like I was
Mhm.
doing recovery every day, and I never got injured for it. So, it obviously helps.
Yeah.
Um, I do want to say though, but like as we're still talking, if it's really noisy on my end, I apologize. I have 3 fans going in my room right now.
You're good. I don't hear
Uh,
anything, so I think you're
y-
chilling.
it is 90 degrees outside, and we don't have AC upstairs. It broke, so
Oh,
it is toasty in my
are
room.
your
Like,
parents aren't home either, aren't they?
no, they got home. They got home last week.
Oh, okay. All right. Jimmy
Yeah,
T's
they
on
got
that
home like
then.
last
Jimmy T's
Wednesday.
on that.
He is on it. He's actually trying to fix it, and I don't remember what the reasoning was. We're not supposed to have it back till Sunday. So it's gonna be a
Oh.
minute. I think there's a part that we need that we can't get or something like that. Because Jimmy T
Mm,
fixes everything. If there's a
yeah.
problem, bless his soul. Because he's fixed my car. He's fixed all the cars. He's fixed the hot tub. He's fixed the pool. He's fixed water. I mean, he built our house. It's like he knows everything. He did. He
That's
built it
funny.
with the. He worked for a construction company, and when we were building our house, he built like a good a chunk of it with the
Yeah.
company, obviously. So he built our house. He knows all the ins and outs. So bless his soul, because he puts everything together. So
Yeah. Good for Jimmy T.
uh, yeah, Jimmy T's on the case, but that just means like downstairs, it's cool. I might sleep in the basement after I think my brother leaves tomorrow to go to Wisconsin for work. And when
Okay.
he leaves, because he's been sleeping in the basement because he's next door. too hot in his room too. So he's been sleeping in the basement. I think once he leaves tomorrow, I'm going to start sleeping in the basement just to try to get a little cooler. Because, yeah, 3 fans isn't enough. I sleep with my door
Yeah,
wide open right now, and that sucks too. But, yeah,
noisy.
I mean, it's not that bad, but it's just like uncomfortable because, like, anybody could walk past my room. And obviously, it's just like I have a mask on to be fair, but
Yeah,
yeah, literally. So that's how my life has been so far. I do want to lock in and start talking about the Olympics just because I know you have
yeah.
a time limit. You only got like what, 30 more minutes. So
Roughly. I mean,
let's
Roy can wait.
no, we don't need to make Roy wait. Let's jump into August 2nd, which is the first day of the distance side of track and field, which I believe that's a Thursday, if I'm not mistaken. No, it's a Friday. So this episode will be coming out when all of the events will have already, well, the Thursday events will have already concluded, and that is the 10K final, the women's 800 round one, the women's 5K round one, and the men's 1500 meter round one. So really,
Gotcha.
the big things that we're looking at is the men's 10K. I wish I had the starting list. I might be able to get it on my computer the more I'm talking about it. Um, let's see, what is this? Paris Olympics men's 10K start list. Thank God I work at a computer all day and I can type relatively fast. All right, here we go. The men's 10K, and it doesn't look like they're going to give me a start list. Ah, that's unfortunate. So even if I wanted a start list, I can't get one. Great. Well, we can go off of what we know, which
Yeah.
is at least our boys are Nico Young, Grant Fisher, Woody Kincaid. Me personally, wait, World Athletics says it's been published. Does World Athletics have it? Maybe athletes? I should have
Maybe.
been I should have been on top of
Yeah,
this
it should have been
before.
pulled up.
My fault, my fault.
Nah, you're good. I should have had
Okay,
pulled
here we
up
go.
too.
Mohammed Ahmed of Canada, which is a staple to the scene. Okay, wait, this is alphabetical, and there's so many lists. Or there's not as many people as I thought there was going to be. Ow. Okay, so big names going through this. Obviously, Mohammed Ahmed, Grant Fisher, Jimmy Greiser of France. Let's see, Bernard Cabet. Man, I feel bad because I don't know all of these. Obviously, Willie Kincaid, Nicholas Kipkorir of Kenya, Benson Kiplanget of Kenya, Jacob Kiplimo, Uganda. Dang, bro, some of these names are just insane looking at to try to even
Yeah,
try to pronounce. Are you looking at these as well? Do you want me to send you a link?
I'm trying. I think I just pulled it up, to be honest.
It's on World Athletics. And then, yeah,
Yeah,
Nico
I'm on
Young,
that.
United
You're on
States.
10K?
Yeah, I mean, just looking at all
Okay.
these names, I
Dude,
mean,
it's a lot.
yeah, Kenya and United States, obviously, I feel like are the big hitters. Obviously, Mohammed from Canada as well.
Sorry,
Mo,
there's a few Ethiopians probably that are probably absolutely
yeah,
goated.
yeah, for sure. Um,
Yamif Kajalcha, bro? What the
Dude, I'm
heck?
saying I'm looking at some of these names and they just started looking insane to me. So I
Yeah.
guess we really,
Who's
oh,
yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Cheptegei's in this too. I can't believe
I just
I
saw
passed
that,
over
yeah.
him. Yeah, Joshua Cheptegei. I do think him and Grant Fisher are probably the big two, I would imagine. Um, if I had to put money on it, I'm saying Grant Fisher probably makes the podium. I don't know how fast these people, like all of the people running in it are, but I do know that Grant Fisher's got a disgusting little close. So if this
Yeah, he does.
doesn't go out to speed, like if it's a tactical 10K, I could definitely see Grant Fisher coming away with the podium placement. But
Yeah, I definitely think Grant Fisher is definitely the best American in this race. I'm not gonna say by far, but like he's just more experienced, and I mean, like it's on the trails. He's better, you know.
yeah, he's him.
But I mean, you can never count out these freaking Ethiopians and Kenyans, and I mean,
Oh, without a doubt.
they're so good, bro.
They are absurdly good. Jumping over to the women's 5K, I'm gonna be honest, looking at these names again. Uh, Sergey Gudov, that looks absurdly familiar. I think I know who that is, and I think she's absolutely cracked. Ethiopia.
Yeah, I mean, if
Carissa
they got the
Schweitzer.
Kenyan flag or the Ethiopian flag next to
Yeah,
them,
you
you
know.
absolutely know they're cracked that distance.
Oh, fifth Kip Young is in this too, the 1500-meter world record holder.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ, this is about to be insane. Margaret Chalimo, Kenya, obviously.
yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, this is actually going to be an insane race. Marta Garcia, Spain. Rose Davies, probably. I'm assuming Australia. Davies, probably. Elise Cranny, obviously, probably the best USA runner. I'm gonna go ahead and kind of toss that out there. Who's our third? I know. Oh yeah,
Did you already say
Whitney
Carissa
Morgan.
Schweitzer? Oh, no,
Yeah,
man.
I already said Crystal.
Big Mizzou
Um,
alum. MIZ,
yeah,
baby.
yeah. Shout out at Mizzou. Not that I care about Mizzou in the slightest, but
You know I do.
oh yeah. Yeah,
She's
this is going to be an interesting one. The part of this that I'm looking at is it's going to go into rounds, and then we're going to get some more information on how people are looking. I think on the United States side, Elise Cranny is definitely the girl to watch. Though that being said, I don't think you should take anything away from Carissa. I just think that she's also running the 10K, so I just don't know how much she's going to put into the 5K. Like I think it's going to kind of depend on her placement going into finals if she makes finals, of course, how she
yeah.
competes. But it'll be
And,
interesting for sure.
I mean, dude, she's ran season best. She ran 1440. Her personal best in 2022 was 1433.
That's insane. That's
Yeah,
honestly insane.
I know,
Um,
dude. What the heck?
Looking over at the women's 800, I think the woman to watch without a doubt is Keely Hodgkinson. Just, oh my
Yeah.
God, what a freaking runner, man. Just set the European record in the 800. There's a lot of talented girls in the 800.
hmm
Julia Whitaker is obviously Stanford alum, maybe current. Uh, what would you say that is? Current
I don't
student. There you
know.
go. I don't know if
Oh,
she's still studying at Stanford or if she just graduated. Regardless,
I'm
she sneaks in with Allie Wilson and who's our third again?
uh
How's this slipping my head? I know who this is too. Nia Atkins.
Nia. Yeah,
Nia
Naya.
Atkins.
Mia or Naya?
It's Nia, but it should be Nia just because I know a Nia and that's how she spells it. But it's definitely Nia. The more I'm
Yeah.
thinking about it. Actually, I don't know. Should it be Nia or Nia? I think it should be
I
Nia.
don't know. I'm
Nia.
sure we'll find out whenever we
Nia.
actually watch the
I guess it
race.
doesn't matter. Yeah, I don't think it really matters, but yeah, I do think our USA women definitely have a chance of getting into the finals without a doubt. But I do think, like I said, Keely Hodgkinson is the woman to watch for. I just feel like it's going to be hard for anybody to challenge her outside of a Thing Mo, and unfortunately, we know obviously what happened there. Still a little heartbroken for a Thing.
Yeah, man.
That's just really tough, man. There's nothing you can do about that. Jumping over to the men's 1500, this is like the only race where I feel confident I could give you like a top 8 of people who I think are probably
Really?
going to make it.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Timothy Chariot for sure.
Yeah.
Uh, Jakob Ingebrigtsen, obviously. I'd say Cole Hawker, Ali Hoare, Hobbs
Josh Kerr.
Kessler. I think all three guy of our USA guys are going to make it to finals. Yes, Josh Kerr, of course.
Dude, you
Narve
know who's in
Nordas.
this, bro?
Who?
Acai.
No freaking way.
Dude, that's not even the same guy, bro. It's not even the guy we're thinking about. That's so funny.
Oh, that's insane. I
Because
just pulled that
he's
up too.
Indian, bro, and this guy's where's he from?
What's MAR? I don't know what that
Morocco.
flag is.
Morocco.
Morocco.
That's
Okay, okay.
so funny.
Wait,
Because I saw
why
his
is
name and I was like, what? What are you
yeah,
looking
it is
at?
Morocco. That's so weird. Well, Morocco shouldn't be
I
spelled that
know.
way.
I know. I don't know why it's
Why
spelled
is
that
it
way.
MA? I thought I was illiterate for a second. I was like, wait, why would it be? Yeah, it
That's
is
so
Morocco.
funny.
Wait, do you think they messed it up? Do you think it's supposed to be M-O-R?
I don't
Or is
know.
it because there's no A's in Morocco. Why do they have it M-A-R with that? I
I
mean, it's the right
like how
flag.
both of the Kenyans have the same last name. That's so
Oh,
funny.
where are they? There they are.
Bro, uh,
Wait,
yeah,
no,
right
it's
up near the
Abel.
top.
Oh, no, it's Kipsang and Coleman. Wait, is there four Kenyans in the race?
Yeah, there's four.
Holy sh! There
It's
are four. Oh yeah, Chariot. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Timothy, yeah,
Timothy
and then
Chariot, which
Reno.
Timothy's got the second fastest time in the 15. Okay, so why don't we do this? Why don't we write down a quick list of who we think is gonna make top 8?
Top eight.
I don't know what finals is gonna be. It's probably like 12 or something. So why don't we give like
Yeah,
top 8 or 10 maybe? What do you think?
top
Well, how
eight.
much do you want to do?
Let's do
Top
top
8 or
eight.
10?
I like
Top
top
8?
eight, and not in any specific order.
Of course not. Jakob Ingebrigtsen.
Yeah, he's probably my number one. He's probably not my number
Okay,
one.
Josh Kerr.
Yeah,
I'm gonna toss all of the United States boys.
really.
Yared, Cole, and Hobbs. I think Hobbs is getting silver right behind Jakob. I think Hobbs is the only person that can even come close to beating
Yeah,
Jakob.
absolutely, bro.
Let's
Absolutely.
go, Hobbs.
Go
Dude, Hobbs
Hobbs.
is our boy.
Argo.
Hobbs
Argo.
is the blonde boys run goat. There we go.
Yeah, that's our guy.
Okay, Chariot,
Yep.
Tim, Chariot, and then who else we got? That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So you put all
Ali
the
Hoare.
United States boys in there. I like Ali Hoare. I also like Abel Kipsang.
Oh,
I
that's actually a
I
good shout.
yeah, I think he's definitely gonna be in the mix. I mean,
We gotta give Narve Nordas for sure.
you already threw an Ali in there, dude. What are your thoughts on the Whiteman not running the 15?
Oh my God, wait, we have to put Niels Laros. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
I mean,
bro.
he just ran the fastest mile after falling ever, probably. I think
Yeah,
you gotta put him in the conversation.
yeah,
Uh Niels Laros. And you were saying Jake Whiteman?
yeah, dude. What are your thoughts on him not running the 15?
Well, I think that it's obviously unfortunate that he's injured and couldn't even run the trials. And the only reason he made it into the Olympics for the 800 was because he had like the world record or the world ranking or something like that, or he
Yeah,
won the last worlds for the 800. Like, I
yeah,
mean, he's skipped the trials. So I think he's lucky that he's even going. But at the same time, it's like, it obviously sucks he's not in the 1500, but at the same time, like none of these people want to race Whiteman when he's not at his best. Like if he's not going to be at his best, I think you give it to the, people that are in their best shape from the same country, Like
yeah,
I feel like if we as like Americans just said like, okay, Cole Hawker's injured, but we're gonna send him because he won the trials 4 years ago, and
yeah,
he obviously went to the Olympics. Well, I don't think that's fair to the rest of them just because he was the fastest, previously. I
yeah.
think that like it sucks because I want to see the best of the best race, but at the same time, the 1500 meters is so stacked right now. Regardless, I don't even know if Whiteman would even stand a chance. Like if he's not at 100%,
Yeah,
if
yeah.
he's
I
not at
don't.
100%, good
I don't think
luck.
so.
Like yeah,
I
that's
mean,
just
the
gonna be
15.
hard.
It is like you said. It is really freaking stacked. Really stacked. So give me our top eight. What are we thinking? Or just
Well,
the mix?
here is the problem. I think we have 9 right now, but
Ooh, I mean, that's fine.
um, I want to just check something really quick. Where is this?
What are you looking for?
The results of yeah, why is this not on here? The London Diamond League of oh, here we go. Okay, where is all I have to find is Hodgkinson because it's the one right after that, or Horror, I guess. To be fair,
Okay.
I wanted to see how well everybody did in that race because I feel like that's actually a really good race to look at. Here we go. Okay, Horror, Nordas, and then Niels. Yeah, this is the problem is these top four right here. Even 5 was McSweeney Stewart from Stewie from Australia.
Yeah.
Uh
Yep.
it does suck because like I want to put like George Mills or Neil Gurley for like Britain in there, but like they didn't
Yeah.
even they DNF because they fell obviously, which is just like tough to actually like be like, okay, well they obviously had a good race, whatever. Here is our top 8 or 9 right now. Jakob Ingebrigtsen, Josh Kerr, Jared Naguse, Cole Hawker, Hobbs Kessler, Tim Chariot, Ali Hoare, Abel Kipsang, Narve Nordas, Niels Ladros, which 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
And
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wait, is that 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That is 10. So do you want to keep 10? I mean, I guess we can keep
yeah.
10. Like that's our top
Yeah. I
10.
mean, we make the rules here. Um.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
fact. We stand on business.
That's.
Um,
I mean, that's stacked. That is stacked.
I mean, we do have obviously Josh Curran here for Great Britain, so I don't feel that bad not having the other
No.
two. Um,
But Josh
but yeah,
Gregor.
Neil and
Josh Gregor's definitely. Yeah.
wait,
I think
Elliot
so sad.
Giles. Do they have 4? Do they have 4 from Great Britain? What?
Do they?
Am I tripping? George Mills, Great Britain. Josh Kerr, Great Britain. Oh, Josh Kerr automatically gets to go for winning the 1500 indoor, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, okay.
Or
Okay.
indoor, outdoor last year when he edged out
He
Jakob
edged.
Ingebrigtsen. Yeah, he edged
Yeah.
out Jakob Ingebrigtsen for outdoor worlds last year. So I think he
Yeah.
automatically gets to go. So that's why they have 4.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, I think our top 10 is like actually probably
The top 10.
pretty freaking close. I think the only one that I would say could be hit or miss would be like I have a little bias towards Ali Hoare just because I'm a big fan. But at the same time, he just
Dude,
won the
yeah.
London Diamond League. But he just won the London Diamond League, so you can't even say like
Yeah.
he beat Narvas and Niels Laros in the Diamond League. So it's like I don't even think it's actually that much of a personal pick
Bias.
when he just
Yeah. I get
when
that.
he just won a Diamond League race. So it's like
Yeah.
I think he might be on like the weaker end of Josh Kerr, Jakob Ingebrigtsen,
He's definitely
Hobbs
tier
Kessler.
2. He's definitely tier 2. I think.
But I
I
also think
think.
that Ali Hoare at prime could like be right behind them. I just think because he's coming
Right
back from
now.
injury.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not 100% right now.
I mean, I have 3 guys who I think are just on another level compared to the rest of the field, and that's definitely Jakob, Josh, and freaking Tim. I think those are the 3 guys,
An
bro.
honorable mention, Hobbs Kessler.
Hoskins. Yeah, I mean, absolutely.
Kessler's the only one that can
Well,
challenge those
I
2.
didn't even tell you about the tier above those guys. There's only one guy,
Oh,
and that's Haas, bro.
Hobbs Kessler.
Haas.
I
That's our
I
guy.
love that. I
No,
love that.
I'm really excited. I think this is probably going to be like my favorite race to watch. And I mean, we can speculate all we want. You never know what's going to happen. I mean, bring up 2016. You never know what's going to happen, bro.
That is so true, though. That is so real, honestly.
Like I don't want to say it's anyone's race because it's but I mean anything can happen. Anything
Oh
can
yeah.
happen.
Let us quickly jump into. Oh, wait a second. Okay, so we actually don't have to talk about the next day because that Sunday is the next round of the women's 800 and the next round of the men's 1500. Following,
Perfect.
we have the first heat of the women's steeple, which I don't know anybody in.
I
So
don't.
do you?
I don't either. No,
Okay.
just
Glad
skip
we're on the
over.
same page. Men's on the we also have semifinals for the 1500, women's 5K again, women's 800 again, and then on August 5th we have the first round of men's steeple. And again, the BYU boys obviously I know,
Yeah.
but outside of that I just know our goats, at least at least my goat, Jordy Beamish.
Yep.
He is entered in the 3K steeple, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
Let me double check that though, just in case I'm wrong. Pretty sure he got entered into that. I wish I had times next to all these. Oh, it makes things so much
I
easier.
know.
All right, where's that New Zealand flag? Oh, this is alphabetical. What am I doing? Yeah, Jordy Beamish, New Zealand. I'm gonna say that Jordy Beamish probably takes like third behind two Kenyans.
See,
I think, or maybe Ethiopians. I don't freaking know. No, I think the two Kenyans are disgusting at this. I think Kiprop and
so I don't know. I think a Beamish podium. I think it's pretty ambitious. He definitely has a track record of shocking people, though. I mean, think about NCAA's and indoor NCAA's coming off of injury. Whenever he won I think he won the indoor mile, right? And
yes, he
everyone
won the
was
indoor
shook.
mile.
And then, God, was that last year or 2 years ago? Indoor again. He freaking came out of flipping nowhere and won. But his last race, he did. I think the last Diamond League before Paris. I think I don't even know. I think it was in Paris, but it was the last Diamond League. Um, I think he got fifth. I think he got fifth out of that race. He did get the New Zealand national record, but I mean he did come in fifth. So I think podium's probably very, very, very not very, very, but
I do just want to toss this out there. Last year, world champs for the 3K steeple, he had run like 3 or 4 steeplechases before this, took fifth in the world championships last year. And
yeah.
I'm going to be honest, he looks dangerous this year. So I think a Jordy Beamish third place is very much on the cards. I think that saying higher than third place might be a little pushing it, but I really do think that if Jordy Beamish is feeling healthy going into the final and he feels good, I think a third place might be a lot. But I mean, that's just me. You
It's
also
his
have
first
Kenneth Rooks
Olympics.
in there, which
He
ugh,
dog. He dog. But I mean, it's Beamish's first Olympics. Like you said, he is a world champ, so you do never know.
Okay, gotta toss this out there. This might not be right. World Athletics has Evan Jager entered into the steeple, but they also have James Corrigan. Who are they missing? Because they also have Kenneth Rooks. And they have Matthew Wilkinson. Okay, apparently, according to World Athletics, we have 4 people entered into the 3K steeple. I don't recall Evan Jager somehow sneaking in a qualification to go. So I'm not entirely sure how this is.
I don't know either, to be quite honest with you.
We could be completely yapping right now. This might not be accurate, but
it's close. It's close enough. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's close enough. Yeah. Let's continue, shall we?
Yeah, go ahead.
More 1500s. Women's 1500, which I'm gonna be honest, I just don't see anybody beating Faith. So I kind of just like, we might just call it wraps. I mean, Jessica Hull's not far behind. Okay, let's put that out there. I think Faith first, Jessica Hull second. You know, maybe Nikki Hiltz squeezes in third place.
Yeah.
You know, fingers crossed, represent the USA well. But on other side of that, I don't think anybody's beating Faith in the 1500.
You got the collegiate champion. You got Ramsden for New Zealand.
Oh my God, Maya's running it. Oh my God, I completely forgot. Yeah, I fear she's probably lucky getting top 5. But that being said, bro, Maya's gonna be so freaking good in the next few years. I'm just gonna toss it out there. She's training with OAC. They've built an insane roster recently. Now they have Kai Robinson too, which is insane, dude.
Yeah,
they are building a super team. They're gonna be the next Bowerman Track Club. Mark my words. Like they're gonna replace them.
Hopefully without all the
without all the drama. Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's
Um,
the women's 1500 meters. I don't really think
no,
that
it's not.
that's just not as, yeah, I just feel like that's just wraps, honestly.
Yeah.
We could jump over to, do you want to talk about the men's marathon? Thoughts?
Uh, I mean, if I'm being honest with you, it gonna be a Kenyan Ethiopian show. But I mean, I'd be lying if I didn't say that I was interested in how the friggin' Mance and Young were gonna do.
Okay, so here's something that I want to toss out there. Number
Toss
one,
it.
Yassine Abdallah. Dog. I don't think he's making top
My
10, but
God.
dog.
No, he's a dog. I don't know where I saw. I mean, top. I think top. I don't know what article I saw this in. I think it was top 20 was the goal.
Yeah. I saw that article. The
Yeah.
goal was to get top 20, which I also, uh, at first,
Uh,
he's never ran a marathon, bro. I think it is a achievement if he doesn't DNF. I think as long as
really?
he finishes the race, dog. That's our
Yeah. I
boy.
mean,
That's
he is
Yassine.
certified dog, like
He's a
regardless
certified
of what
dog. Yeah,
happens.
regardless. I
But
mean, he's going to represent Sudan. Freaking dog. Also, that's right around his birthday. It's his birthday is August 12th and he's racing August 9th. He'll
how old is
be
he?
23. He's 23, same age as me.
Okay.
He's a dog.
Dude,
Um,
speaking of Yassine Abdallah, what's the coach's name? Carlson, right?
oh my God. Oh, well, let's talk about that after the Olympics review. Let's talk
Uh,
about that after. Okay. We'll speed run through this a little bit. Quickly, the battle I think is between Kenenisa Bekele and I shouldn't say that, but Bekele and Kipchoge are like two of the best marathoners in here, and it's
yeah,
looking like this will be their last Olympics. So I know a lot of people are hyping them up.
yeah.
Here is my thing. This is going to be a hot take. I think there's a chance Connor Mance could actually squeeze into like the top 5. And
Really?
this is why. I think Kipchoge is going to have a big problem with this marathon. Listen, I got it freaking tatted on me. No freaking human is limited. Big Kipchoge fan. I don't know if you've seen this. The marathon route that they are running is insanely hilly. And
Really?
all of Kipchoge's marathons that he's run are mostly flat. And that's like where he does the best. So I'm very worried for him because apparently this marathon is going to be brutal. And I'm thinking like we might not even see somebody go like sub 2 hours, 5 minutes. Like this might be like 2 hours, 10 minutes. Like
Yeah.
it's gonna be a battle, and that's where I think Connor Mance has a good shot because I just feel like he's built so well to race like, you know, a stronger course just being young. I think like that.
Yeah.
I think he's got a good chance. I think the older guys in this race are gonna struggle because
Uh, I mean, the race will gain 438 meters of elevation.
meters. That's not feet.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what? Triple that?
Did math.
How much is how many meters did you say?
438.
That is 14,000 feet of elevation gain.
Yeah.
That is insane.
Yeah.
I mean, dude,
Good luck to them.
that's where I fear that Kipchoge and like even Bekele are gonna have a problem. Like 14,037 feet of elevation gain is insane.
Yeah.
Like, dude, Chicago elevation gain, just to toss it in there, Chicago Marathon elevation gain. It is 243 feet.
So literally nothing.
I mean, I think it is one of the flattest marathon courses of the world majors, but like
Yeah.
still, like even what Boston might be like one of the hilliest of the or maybe it's New York. I don't remember. Boston is only 470 feet of elevation. Or no. Boston's 815, sorry. 815 of elevation gain. New York Marathon. That's 810 feet. So yeah, these are still both well under 1,000. I
Yeah.
mean, dude, this marathon is no joke. I don't think that the winner is going to be easily predicted for the men's marathon, just
So
to toss
so
that out
you
there.
you think it's up in the air? That's what I'm
Oh,
hearing.
absolutely. I don't think there's a way to tell for sure. I think there's a good chance that Connor Mance could do well just because of how young he is. But at the
Yeah.
same time, like
Ah.
a seasoned veteran should be able to handle this. The problem is the older you get, the harder this is going to be.
Yeah. I didn't even know it was that like nutty, to be honest with you. I didn't
That's what
realize
I'm
that it was
saying.
that. I did not
So
hear anything about that.
Total Running Production, TRP on, I think it's TRP exclusive on YouTube, made a video talking about why it would be a problem for Kipchoge, and I had watched it, and they're like, yeah, it's got
Interesting.
a crazy amount of elevation gain. I'm like, what? And that's how I found out
Interesting.
about it. So shout out TRP, of course. They're the
Huh.
goats.
Huh, huh.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting. I'm gonna tell you right now, I think it's up in the air, but you never know. Hey, that being said, maybe Yassine does pretty well, but again, I just think it's gonna be so having that much of an elevation gain for your first marathon is gonna be brutal. You gotta feel pretty bad for him for going into it. But hey, he's an Olympian, man.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got it.
So yeah, he'll take care of business. What is the last thing I want to talk about? The last thing I want to talk about is just want to make sure this is going to be the last. Oh yeah, I forgot we have mixed relays and whatnot. Triathlon. We'll talk about the triathlon in a second.
Yeah.
The last track event we're going to talk about is probably the event that I'm most excited for. Do you want to take a guess at what that is?
I'm sorry, I blanked out. Say that one more time.
I said the last event on the track that we're going to talk about is probably the event that I'm most excited for. And you want to tell me what that is?
Woman's 10K.
You're right, it is. Let's go. Women's
Knew it.
10K. Our
Knew it.
girl, I say our girl as if we've ever met her once in our life. We have not. Parker Valaby coming out here to absolutely represent the United States. And I hate to say it, but I just don't know how this is gonna go. She's so young. It's not gonna be an easy one. I think that she's gotta know that she can't lead this race and she almost has to hope that it's a tactical race and she just can outkick. That
Yeah.
being said, Safan Hassan is probably going to take it, I would imagine. I don't know. I mean, you really just don't know. Are Alicia McLaughlin also really good?
Yeah.
Uh, Shoot, man, this is really a very stacked race. Dude,
I
I just
I'm
don't
just glad she
know.
made it, to be honest.
Oh, for
I think
sure,
it's
for
good. I
sure.
think it's good experience. I mean, she's gonna be on the scene for a hot minute. So
Yeah. I'm not
I
worried
don't
about it.
think
I'm glad she's
it.
getting the experience,
Yeah,
honestly.
it's nothing to stress about. I mean, it's just it's the first time. So we'll see what
Yeah, I mean,
happens. I mean, hopefully
she's
she shocks us, but
yeah, absolutely. She's
hopefully
she's what, 21, I believe, if I'm not
21.
mistaken.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Oh, that means Yassine's actually 22. He's turning 23 in a couple days, or a couple days after this race. Now that I think about it, so it doesn't really matter. But just to correct myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just excited to see her run. That's really all it is. I can't wait to see her compete. And yeah, let's quickly, we're going to jump into some controversy in the triathlon world and then Carlson. Men's Olympic triathlon postponed as the river they are supposed to be swimming in has a too high of an E. coli level. And they
Mm,
spent around 1.5 billion trying to clean it up. And I think it started around like 2005, 2006 or something. Like they started to clean it. I could be completely yapping. I want to say I read this somewhere that it said that they started cleaning a long time ago to try to clean out this river for them to swim in. And yeah, 1.5 billion into it, and it's still not clean enough. That means the men's triathlon is getting postponed till after the women's triathlon, like a day or two later.
yeah.
So, that's just terrible look for Paris.
You
Not
think
great.
you think 19 years you'd be able to figure it out?
Yeah, I mean, again, I don't remember when it started, like they started trying to clean it, but regardless of when they started, 1.5 billion is insane.
Million?
Billion,
No way.
billion.
No
Yeah,
way.
yeah. Yeah, I sent you the article. There's
That
a
was
couple articles
million.
posted. Right now I'm reading off NBC because it was the first one. But yeah, no,
Uh,
1.5 billion with a B as in boy. 1.5 billion.
taxpayer dollars at work right there, and they didn't even get it done.
Probably. Probably. And
It
that's not the only
definitely.
controversy there. That's not the only controversy they're in. The opening ceremony is
Oh my
under a
god!
lot of fire.
How did we not talk about that?
I mean, a lot of fire. Now, I'm not a very religious person. A lot of people know that.
Yeah.
I support all religions. I think whatever you choose to believe in is awesome. I was obviously like Catholic growing up. I got like went through confirmation, all that stuff. My sister, very religious. My parents go to church on Sundays. That being said, yeah, as a non-religious person looking at what they did, some people are trying to argue that they were paying homage to the scene.
The
And
Last
I
Supper.
just, yeah, I just,
I mean, it looks exactly like it. It looks exactly like it. You can't
I'm
tell
gonna
me
be
otherwise.
honest. Well, but that's what I'm saying. Like like there was a Christian comment, well, somebody saying that he was Christian, commenting that, oh, what they're doing is paying homage, and we shouldn't hate them because you know Jesus like accepts everyone, and it is what it is. Like, but if you have like Christian people, like either way, if you're for it or against it, and the entire community is looking at it as they are whatever they are doing is a replica of a religious event.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a reason in the slightest that we should be talking about religion, sex, orientation, any of it at the Olympic Games. Why is that a point to begin with? That should not be a part of it whatsoever.
I mean, it was.
Thoughts?
I mean, dude. I mean, it's wild, and that's not even like the only thing that's like sparking controversy. Like
Of course.
they had the golden calf on the stage. It's like that is weird, bro. That
I
is
didn't see
weird.
that to
I
be
don't.
honest with you, but
So, I mean, the golden calf is like, I don't know
yeah,
which
explain
people
this to
did
me.
it, but it's like, uh, they melted down. God, I think it was the Israelites. I don't know. They melted down everyone's gold and stuff, and they made a golden calf and started to worship it. And then at the Olympics,
What?
they have a golden calf up on stage. You can look it up. So it's
Yeah, I'm
like it's
seeing
not
it. I
just
see it
it's
right now.
not just the Last Supper, bro. It's like it's really weird. It's really weird, and I think it's sparking controversy as it should. Because I mean, this is, I mean, you look at it, bro. It is wild. It is so weird. It is so weird. Like, who in the right mind comes up with that? And it's like, yeah, that's the opening ceremony.
Especially, I was watching the opening from China, I want to say, when they hosted it years back, and
Yeah,
the difference is just astounding. Like, oh my God. It's crazy to see it. And again, like I just said, I don't see there being a reason at all to have in the opening ceremony anything talking about race, sex, religion, orientation, any of that stuff. I don't think there's a reason to. That being said, if your countries are doing like their walkouts or whatever or touring, if you have a country and the belief in that country is one thing, and that country, whether it be like wearing the what's it called, the hijab, I want to say, or like whatever, like the that religious culture is, whether it be clothing or whatever, if you're all wearing that to your walkout or having something that like is a belief to your religion with your country specifically, I don't have a problem with that whatsoever. The problem gets to be when you are hosting the Olympics and bringing out the ceremony and talking about any of this stuff. It's not the place for it whatsoever. Like the entire world is watching this. Why would you think in one bit that this is okay? And on top of that, if you're going to like, if you're going to talk about all this stuff, you have to talk about every different side of it. you can't just talk about one religion and not talk about the rest. Like, that's just completely not okay. How can we think that's okay?
I mean, dude, it's not even like promoting it. I mean, it's just plain like anti, like mocking, and I mean, God cannot be mocked. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, it's disturbing, bro. It's so disturbing. It's just, it's
Seeing some of this
disgusting.
stuff is very disturbing. And again, like, I'm saying this as like a very non-religious person. Seeing this stuff is just not okay. I don't
No,
want
it's
to be
not.
forced to be watching this at the Olympic ceremony, opening ceremony. Like, this is just not good whatsoever. And of
No.
course, a lot of people are, boycotting the Olympics now. People are refusing to watch. It's just causing a tremendous amount of chaos throughout like social media and whatnot. And it's just a bad look overall. Why I don't understand the reasoning to be talking about this. My dad was telling me a story about how like one of the tractor supply companies in the Midwest started talking about like hiring people of a different orientation to try to like be more inclusive, and all the farmers are just like, yeah, like the stock plummeted because it's like,
Well, yeah,
why why
dude.
you yeah, that's the wrong place to be like, it's not a Starbucks or anything like that. Like, it's a Tractor Supply. Talk about the tractors. We don't like, they don't care about who's running the company. You can have somebody of any orientation running the company, but if you start trying to promote it to people who are buying tractors, you're promoting it to the wrong people. Like, that's not a good look.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
there's no place to represent or like talk about that stuff with to farmers. They're trying to freaking make a living. Come on, what are we? They're
they,
farming all day. Like, why? That's not where you do that.
I mean, at
It
the end of the
kills
day, I
me.
mean, dude, it's what it is nowadays, and it's awful to be honest with you.
Yeah. All right, let's
But
talk about
let's
Coach
wrap it up.
Carlson really quick. Yeah, I know you got to go eat dinner. A ton of
Yeah.
people have been transferring or entering the transfer portal from Tennessee. Yassine reportedly also entered the portal. We didn't know for
Yeah.
sure. We had been talking back and forth in our DMs. We never brought it up. And I'm going to assume that it's probably true, given the fact that Coach Carlson previously at Notre Dame with Yard Nagus, if I'm not mistaken, and they both went to Tennessee at the same time. Again, I
Hmm.
think that's what happened. I'm not 100%, but I'm pretty sure that's what happened. Coaches Jacob Dylan Jacobs, Jesus.
Jacob Dylan.
Dylan Jacobs, and obviously Yassine at Tennessee, all of a
Yeah.
sudden he ends up taking over the role of head coach at Colorado Boulder, which, I mean, they must have offered him a bag, to be honest, because that's insane.
Yeah, well, everyone was shocked whenever Colorado's coach, got the Audi
Yep.
out, and so I mean, it was kind of nutty. I saw that post pop up, and I was like, oh, that's crazy. And I saw Carlson from Tennessee take the job, and I was like, oh, like stuff started adding up. There's a kid around here who ended up running at Tennessee, and he kept reposting like all of his like teammates like transferring and stuff, and I was like, dang,
Mhm.
like I know the transfer portal is like it's used so much nowadays, but like I
A
figured something had to
prestigious
be up.
a prestigious program like that where like a lot of people went there already. Who
Yeah.
was a Colorado girl? I want to say maybe Emily Covert, if I'm not mistaken. One of the girls that blew up on social media. She went to
I'll be
Colorado
honest,
and
guy.
just she was at Colorado, and I'm pretty sure last, like, this was her first full year. She transferred to Tennessee, which that's crazy to say. Like, oh yeah, she just left Colorado, goes to Tennessee, and then she just loses her coach, which is insane. I think she was grad school though, so maybe it doesn't matter. But yeah, I mean, there's been a lot of rumors about Mark Wetmore at Colorado, especially with the girls side of things.
Hmm.
He's a legendary coach. He's been there a long time, since like 1996, maybe 1995, something like a
Yeah.
very long time. And at some point, coaches have to adapt with the times. What he might be doing, the way he might be treating some of the athletes, from what the rumors, I don't know. Obviously, like
Yeah,
I've read books about that Colorado school and the team, and they all seemed like really high praises for Mark Wetmore. I don't know what's happened since, but the rumors don't look good. And the fact that he, obviously lost his position there and it doesn't look like it was his choice doesn't look good. Obviously, you never know. I don't want to assume anything, but regardless of
hmm
the fact, yeah, Carlson's going there. I don't know if it's gonna be a good move because like a lot of people are saying like, oh, he's just chasing the bag. He doesn't like, you know, whatever they're saying. So I am kind of wondering if like Tennessee's program is just so much better that maybe like it's a situation where Colorado's got more money, but a worse program, like at the moment at least with athletes. And Tennessee might not be offering as much pay wise, but it's a better program. So like people are like, oh, why would you leave the better program? But at the same time, if you can go to Colorado and you have like $1 million in scholarship money to give out and you can just start building a team, might not be a bad idea. Plus, you get to train in freaking Boulder, Colorado, probably the most perfect city for runners in America. Maybe Flagstaff, maybe Boulder, who knows?
Yeah, I mean, you'll never know.
You
You'll
never will.
really never know unless you're him. You'll never know the reasons. But I can
Yeah.
see why he would do it, and I could see why he would stay. I mean, it's just all on your priorities. So it's like, do you want to build your team or do you want, a bigger salary? And I don't know if that's what it came down to. We don't know the details of everything, but I
Never
definitely think
know.
it's an interesting move. That's for sure. But I mean, Colorado's on the uppity up. It looks like, and like everything, football, cross country. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I think it's very interesting. I'm really excited to see what happens, but at the same time, like I said, you know, if he's got the money to build a team, like I think they're going to be good regardless. But at the same time, I don't feel like Colorado Boulder has been very good in the recent years. So
Yeah.
like that's the question. How many people is he going to get to bring with him? Is he going to be able to bring anyone with him? Like there's a lot of questions here that, we're going to have to wait to see get answered. But yeah, I'm excited to
Mhm.
see what happens. And that's pretty much it from us. I know you got to get out here and go eat. I'm about to go do the same.
Yep.
Super appreciative. We got to film before Friday this week, so this will be out on time.
Dude, we're on it today, or we're on it for like 2 weeks,
Yeah,
maybe.
we're chilling. We're
Let's keep it
chilling. Yeah,
rolling.
yeah, yeah. And when you go back to school, it'll probably be a lot easier. Let's be
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
all right. Well, I appreciate you jumping on with me, Johnny, talking to the
Of course.
squad, and we will
Anytime.
see you guys very soon. Oh my God, teaser! I get to see Johnny Key compete this cross country season. We'll talk about it next time. See you guys later. Love all things and peace out.